All right, we are going live today. I know it's short notice, you guys, but we're doing it. I wanted to make sure I kind of connected with you guys before the weekend was over, just for the fact that I've been kind of away for a little bit. I haven't had a video in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, sorry. And I just thought that you guys deserved a little update, maybe a little chit chat, hang out. So let me know if the stream is actually working. I'm using something completely different. I'm using StreamYard or whatever. So it's something I haven't used, so I don't know if it's working. So we'll see if we can see some comments here. Looks like Dana's in the house. Mountain Sport Air Guns. What's happening? You guys need to check out his channel. It's great. My wife's in the house. She's literally in the house because I'm camping in my backyard. Hey, everybody. I'm going to try to keep up with your guys' comments here. Like I said, I'm using something different. I'm using StreamYard, whatever this is. And it's pretty cool, actually, right now. I don't know how to work it, though. So hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. Greetings from Germany. Thank you for tuning in. Bazoza, what's up, brother? I'll post that. That's my brother right there. That's how he treats me. You see that? It's working fine. I'll just kind of catch up on your guys' comments here. Fan from India. Thank you. Beautiful place. Yes, it's raining right now. And I'm in the backyard in a tent that I actually got from my brother and sister-in-law. I'm borrowing it. And this is the first time I've set it up. So I like to set up the gear before I use it. I always think that's a good idea. But I'll probably give you guys a little tour of the property. And I don't know, this tent looks decent. It's a decent little Coleman tent. Check your comments. Hello. Greetings from Michigan. Awesome. Thank you. Belgium. Wow. I got people from all over. Another question. What time is it? It is 1:30 p.m. right now. I'm on the, what is it? West Coast? Pacific Standard Time. Oh, the tent. How big is it? I think it's a 3-person tent. I think. But we know how tents go. As far as tent size, you always at least minus one of the person. So if it's a 2-person, it's really a 1-person. Greetings from the Philippines. Thank you for showing up and tuning in. So yeah, like I was saying, I just kind of wanted to jump on here real quick and kind of connect with you guys since I've been away from the videoing for the last 3 weeks. You guys, I think, well, 2 weeks you haven't had a video. And it's not that I haven't tried to make a video. Sometimes things just do not go as planned and you have to change gears and change thought process. I mean, I've been on many trips where I go out, I've got everything packed up, ready to go, and I have a place in mind and I show up and it just doesn't work out, whether there's other people there or the location really wasn't what I thought it was. Stuff like that happens all the time. And it's just something that happens. I got to figure out how to roll with it a little bit better, I think, because I'm kind of one of those people that I get this idea in my head, and if it doesn't play out, then it's like, well, I guess I'll have to do something else or I'll scrap it. But this last week, I think it was on, what day did I head up? Tuesday. Usually I go out on Tuesdays to film these videos. And I found this place on Google Earth. It was a beautiful little mountain lake. Maybe some of you guys have seen the picture of it. Um, but anyways, I drove all the way up there. I had some mishaps getting there, and it was in Idaho. So this lake's in Idaho. And I was on the way up the hill. I was talking to the wife on the phone prior to leaving service, and I forgot to get gas. So I was like halfway up the hill, out in the middle of nowhere, and I had to turn all the way back around and go back and get gas. And then after that, I drove all the way up the hill, and it's gorgeous up there. It's not a place that I'm not going to go again because it's beautiful. It's just when I showed up at the camp, little did I know that Idaho is really into hunting right now. I'm not a hunter, so I had no clue. So everybody was up there setting up elk camp, and there was no spots for me to hang out, or shoot a video. And so I scrapped that video, came home. Actually, I didn't come home right after that. I drove around, scouted some places out, and nothing it just didn't work. And that happens sometimes, you guys. I'm sorry, but sometimes I'm gonna try my hardest to get a video out every week, but it just might not happen. So what I think is going to be good about this, though, is that I was able to shoot the video this Thursday and into Friday. So I've got a video already filmed, and all I got to do is edit it. So what I'll do is, hopefully this will work, is you guys are going to get the live stream this weekend. Next week, you'll get the video that I filmed. So yesterday and the day before, you'll get that next weekend. And come this Tuesday, I'll head out to make another video, and I'll hopefully be able to kind of batch them. So I'll be a video ahead at least. At least that's the idea. So if I'm a video ahead, I can hopefully, if I have problems and stuff like that, I can, you'll have a video. So I can kind of change. I have a little more time, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, let me check out your comments real quick. Loved your hammock set. Okay, I got to figure out where I left off. Is it coffee time? It might be coffee time. That was from Dan Lee. I actually do have stuff in here to make coffee. Or no, wait, it's tea. I have tea. Might be tea time. Okay, there's one thing I wanted to check out too with this StreamYard. Is I can play clips. So I'm going to be able to show clips of my latest camping adventure for you guys. And if this works out, it'll be kind of cool. So here's a video I'm going to show you. So this is the first lake that I made it to, the mountain lake, and it was gorgeous. Some of you guys might have seen this if you're following me on Instagram. So I'll see if this works. Roll that clip. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Did that work? Did you guys see that? Let me scroll down to see it. Oh man, I don't know if it worked or not. But yeah, that place is spectacular. And I think what I want to do is I want to save that one in my back pocket for springtime, because there's usually some snow up there as it melts, and it looks even prettier. So let me catch up on your guys' comments here. From Buenos Aires, Argentina. Hello. Thank you for showing up. Hello from the Czech Republic and Chicago. What's happening? Pretty sure you helped this out a little bit. Messy rules. What is your favorite time of year to go camping? Well, it's not in the summer because it's just way too hot. There's too many bugs. So I usually like fall and winter. Springtime, I'm sure too, but I've really found a love for winter camping, and I've already told you guys I've got some major plans coming for that. Hello from Brazil. Awesome. Greetings from Rome. Man, you guys are showing up from everywhere. I love this. From Robert, Kathy, and Mama in Milford, Connecticut. Is it? I don't know. I'm not good with those. Heavy European fan base. Thank you guys so much. I really can't. Thank you. So, yeah, you guys are awesome. Signal Outdoors. What's happening? Good to see ya. Okay. I'm just trying to figure this out. Backcountry Paddler Mark is in the house. You can relate to what I was just talking about. Yes, you can. It's hard to put out videos, you guys. There's a lot of people on YouTube that I don't know how they do it other than having help. Maybe they have an editor. I don't know. Or they really batch record everything, and it just takes time. They build a library of videos to share, which is a great idea. Okay. So I think I kind of caught up on comments. So what was I going to? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some clips of this last camping trip that I had. I got out the hot tent and I enjoyed myself around the fire because it got a little cold up in the mountains. So here's, if this works as well, here is the clip of my latest video. Beautiful location. That place is definitely a place I will go back. We scouted that location out at least 3 times. I went up there first with the wife, and then on default, the last time I tried to go, I ended up going to that location, but it was already taken. So then I finally got it. So I was up there 3 times, and it's I want to say 3-hour drive, 2-hour drive for me to get up there. But yeah, beautiful location. I did some fishing while I was out there. So I'll show you guys a little bit of the rigs that I had. And I was attempting to fly fish. These little rivers that I've seen, I've been watching a ton of videos on people fly fishing. And we've got some awesome rivers up in Idaho, which is just across the border from me. I'm really close to it. And so I really wanted to go fly fishing, but I don't have a fly rod. But you can use a spinning rod with a bubble float and a fly. I thought, hey, I'll give it a shot. So that's what I did. And here's a clip of me trying to fish. I'll show you. All right, so we're going to go fishing. And all I've got is this little bubble here, float bubble. And then it is tied onto a leader. And I've got this little bug. So that's what I was using. I did have some flies. And I don't know if I should tell you or not whether I caught a fish. I guess you'll have to wait. No, I'll tell you. I did end up catching a fish, but I didn't catch him on the fly rod or on the fly. I caught him on a rod, but I didn't catch him on the fly. I actually caught him on a woolly bugger, something like that, and it was a beautiful, beautiful cutthroat trout. I don't know, probably that big. You know, I mean, you got to emphasize a little more. Probably that big. But it was awesome. It was beautiful. I mean, the river out there, you guys, I can't wait to show you the video. I really can't. I'm super excited. And then I think I have, oh, just a picture of the stove and stuff. If you guys want to see that, I don't know. Here's a picture of the stove. I don't know how long these videos are going to go. So let me check your comments. Where was I? Very pretty spot. Yes, it was. What did I cook? What did I cook on this last trip? I had a couple of, well, I had a really good dinner and then a really easy breakfast. And I cooked a chicken, sausage, shrimp gumbo. And it was good. It was really good. I don't know if anybody likes that or not, but I do. And it tasted really good. Sorry, guys. I'm scrolling through your comments. I know it's a little strange to see my arm over here. Like, I'm touching the screen. Okay. I'm over here touching the screen. Hello from Ireland. Thank you so much for showing up. So, yeah, hopefully everybody's doing great this weekend. So many comments. Did you get any brown trout? I'll just leave that one. You cook some great food while camping. I try. I really try. It does make things a little more complicated, just for the fact that when you're carrying in fresh food, fresh ingredients, things like that can be a little more difficult. That's why primarily a lot of my videos I do right next to the car. It's a drive-in campsite usually, so I can have everything in the car, so I can just fix it all up. Now, if I have a canoe or something like that, I don't mind taking, you know, anything I can on the canoe as well. But when I start backpacking, you guys, well, you might see some dehydrated meals and stuff like that. I hope you don't mind. I hope that's not a deal breaker for you guys if I don't eat something fancy. Hello from South Africa. Wow, you guys are awesome. What is my favorite camp meal? Well, I don't know. I've had so many good meals. I think, be honest with you though, I think a good steak and potatoes and some sort of veggie is usually like the best. I mean, it really is. If you can cook a steak over the open fire, grill it up, nice little seasoning on there, that's usually my favorite, to be honest. Quick and easy. Backcountry paddler, what's the weather like there? Are you roasting in that hot or in that tent? Sorry. Or is it getting cooler there? Now, if you're talking about the weather right now or the weather when I was in the video, the weather in the video, I was still up in the mountains. And I think during the day it was 63. And then it dropped down. It had to have gotten below 40 at night. So the hot tent was warranted. I mean, I needed it. I got cold. But also the fact that I was right next to the water, camping next to the water and in a like valley. So the wind and stuff like that, it was cold. It definitely came through, but we are starting to get cooler. Like today we were having rain, and we haven't had rain. Oh man, I don't know. The rain has like gone away basically in our area. As you can see, actually, let me show you how dry we are out here. Let me see if I can fix this. Oh, how do I change the camera? Uh, I don't know how to change the camera view. I'll just go like this. Well, you guys can kind of see it back there, right? I mean, it's dry. It is super dry. And we've had tons of wildfires out here. They're all starting to kind of go away, but it's still, I don't know if we've had a fire lift or fire ban lift, whatever. But yeah, it's been really bad, really bad. Okay, let's see. Scroll back up. Crazy. Keep an eye out for crazy bears or even wild beavers. Actually, I did see some sort of beaver type thing while I was out there. And it was starting to get dark and he went scurrying across the rocks and I was on alert right then. I was like, whoa. Being that I kind of cooked close to camp as well, which I really don't like to do, but when you got so much stuff to cook, it's hard to change locations for cooking. It is really not a good practice to cook near camp, especially when there's bears. But thankfully, I didn't have any encounters, if I can speak properly. Okay. Does my wife enjoy being on camera or not? I don't think she minds it. We actually are planning on doing some family camping trips. I just need to get some bigger tents. I gotta like broaden out into like a bigger tent because right now I have like all 2-person tents, or 1-person tents, and I just do not have the room for the whole family. It's a family of 4. So if you guys got any good ideas or any tent suggestions that are big enough for 4, and I mean big enough for 4, not just a 4-person tent. So maybe it needs to be like a 6 or an 8. I don't know. Is that possible? I think at that point, we will shoot some videos of the family going camping. I mean, if that's something you guys want to see too, my kids would probably enjoy being on the camera. I mean, I don't think they have a problem with it. We are used to backpacking food. Okay, yeah. Hey, great name. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thanks for showing up. Mountain House food is great. I don't know. I think I had one Mountain House meal and it was a breakfast one. And to be honest with you, it was terrible. But I think that doesn't mean that they're all gross, but it was a like egg, I don't know, some sort of egg and sausage mix or something like that, but it just was not good. I'll try their other meals and see how they are. Love your videos. Will Jackson make another video appearance? Well, I guess I just talked about that a little bit. So I kind of answered your question. He did. My son and I did go on a camping trip on the other channel. So Bomb Grillins. I call it Bomb Grillins, but I think I changed it to Bomb Grilling now. But I took him out to the island, and he's in that video if you guys want to go check that out. But yeah, I'm sure he'll show up. Okay, so I guess the wife kind of answered for herself there. Okay, trying to catch up here. Glamping with a pop-up gazebo, etc. Oh. Thanks, James. Appreciate that. We'll see. The Lord knows what will happen. So we're making it work. Okay. What's everybody else up to today? Go ahead and throw those comments in this. Add those comments. I'm not the best live streamer. I mean, I really haven't done this a ton. Aaron says, I have a 12-person tent for 2 people. Wow. Probably a bit much, but it gives us lots of space, which is great to help keep things organized. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's something that I'm sure our family would appreciate, having a big, huge tent like that. And I've seen some really crazy, crazy tents, and a lot of them are over in the UK, um, and they're like huge tunnel tents. And I mean, people are putting sofas. You got carpet in there. I mean, that's definitely glamping, but it's not something that I'm not like opposed to doing once in a while. I don't mind being in comfort in a different location. Oh, what has been my favorite camping trip so far? I don't really know. I actually really enjoy going to the cabins. Um, I think that's unique and really fun to see a different location, and rewarding too. Um, the one cabin that I had to hike to, man, that was a hike, but it was very rewarding to get to the cabin. So I think I. Oh, also I'm forgetting the fire lookout. I really think those are fun videos to make too. Um, so that's kind of a toss up. I'm not really sure which one's my favorite, but I do like exploring those unique places like cabins and I've actually looked at some yurts. There's some yurts in my area that you can rent. I don't know if that's something you guys would like to see or not, but maybe we can do something like that. Ronnie says, "Hey brother, what's up?" Sorry, I'm really sorry if I missed your guys' comments. I'm still just kind of scrolling through and I can't remember where I was, but I'm trying not to ignore anybody. Where are we? Okay, so I'm going to fly RC planes today. Oh, that'll be fun. Um, I've never flown an RC plane, but I do have my drone, and I love flying drones. And yes, the wife is making right now Oreo truffles. Has anybody had an Oreo truffle? They are delicious. Okay, so I think I'll take you guys outside and just kind of show you the property right now and where I'm at in the tent. Um, I've got about 7 usable acres where I live, and it's really, really rocky ground. So it makes it hard to actually pitch a tent. Well, I'll just go outside real quick and show you guys. I got to get my shoes on though. Hold on 1 second. Look outside for a little bit. I'll show you guys the tent and what it looks like. Can you guys see outside? There you go. Okay. I wish I knew how to change the camera on here. I really do. I don't think there's any way I can. All right, let's go outside. I think it let up a little bit. Okay. All right. So I'm outside. Here's the tent. Let me close this up. Don't want any rain getting in there. Okay. So there's the tent in its all its glory. And as you can see, look how dry this is. I mean, this place is super dry. There's a little bit of the property. There's more of the tent. Out back that way is the house. And I've got more locations that I'm going to camp at over there. I'm actually going to be prepping. I'm going to try to prep some more spots out here so that when winter comes around, I'll be able to kind of camp in the backyard once in a while for a video, and also test out new tents and whatever I've got going on. But I camped in this location the first couple of times I made a video on this. Hopefully the stream's doing okay, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to lose my signal. Please let me know. So that's where I was camping. I had my little fire pit. So yeah, Mark says, how many acres do you guys have? We have 10 acres, but we only have 7 that are usable. The 3 acres are an easement into the property. So for like our driveway. I'd love a piece of land like that someday. Yeah. It's I don't know, it's a good piece of property. There's definitely better, but there's nothing like owning some land. I mean, if you don't have land, try to get some. It's very, very important. Anybody heard that song, Buy Dirt? Buy Dirt. I'm not going to try to sing it for you guys. Okay. Back into the tent we go. Oh, sorry about my grunting. Okay, you guys. We're back. Got to get my little light back on. Yes, Buy Dirt is a great song. If you guys like country, I'm sure you've heard it if you do like country, because they're playing it like crazy. Okay, so have you tried building your own shelter? No, but that is something that I would like to do. I've got plenty of property, like we just looked at. And I think that building a shelter would be kind of fun. I just need to brush up on my skills. Need to read that little bushcrafter manual. Hello from Brazil. Welcome. Thank you for showing up. So I don't really know how long to keep this going. Looks like we've been live for 30 minutes or so. And there's still quite a few of you guys. So if you guys have any more questions, go ahead and throw them at me. Or if there's anything else you want to see or do. Actually, I do have my equipment here to make some coffee, or tea, I should say. I was going to do tea just because it would be easy. But I got this little kettle here. You guys will see this in the next video coming up. It's just a little aluminum little pot. But I don't know if I really want to hassle with all that right now. So yeah, drawing a blank now. kind of showed you guys everything I wanted to show you. I don't think I had any more. Oh wait, here's a picture. Here's a picture of the stove. It's the first time I've got it this hot. The stovepipe was actually red, which I don't think is a huge deal. It's just kind of one of those things that when you see steel turning red, or I should say titanium or any type of metal, you feel like there's a problem. So here's what it looked like. There's definitely not anything wrong with that, I don't believe, but you want to be careful. I think when I looked it up, stainless steel had like a melting point of 1400 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. And titanium, I believe, is like 3000. So it's quite a bit stronger in that sense. Okay, so Robert says, how long have you been doing videos? What made you decide to try to do this? Okay, great question. I have been making videos, I think 5 or 6 years now on YouTube. And actually, I didn't really make any videos prior to YouTube. But it all started when I got an iPhone. I finally got a smartphone back in, I don't know what year it was, 2016 maybe. I can't remember. Yeah, it might have been 2016. But anyways, got a smartphone, and on the smartphone you have the option to create a video and edit it, you know. So I was capturing some video of the family and I going on hikes initially, and then I went to my father-in-law's, and I hadn't really cooked a whole lot of steaks in my life prior to that moment. And he cooked a really good steak, like a really good steak over the charcoal. So I was instantly intrigued. I wanted to know how to do that myself. So I started researching and looking at videos online on YouTube about how to grill a steak. And then I started getting into all types of stuff about like tables that you can build for your barbecue, and all this stuff started like, whoa, that'd be really cool to do. So when I got my grill, my Weber kettle, I filmed it with my little camera and threw a little instructional video on how to build the kettle onto YouTube, and then that was it. Like I started my YouTube channel that way, and I called it Bomb Grillins, and just started making recipes. And then when I was working a job at that point, and I think we went on strike. Yeah, it was a union job, like it or not. But we went on strike, and since I've been renovating the house, long story short, I had a ton of wood, so I built myself a table, and that's kind of how Bomb Grillins began. So that was the start of it. That was the start of making videos. I did it on Bomb Grillins, and the more I filmed, the more I realized the lack of uniqueness, or like, I don't know how to describe it. I couldn't do all the things I wanted to do around grilling because it's like, just doesn't make sense. Some of my videos are a little over top on grilling. So I decided to branch out into the outdoor space and take on camping and tenting, which is the same thing. But and that's when I got like the drones and stuff. Well, I was using the drone with Bomb Grillins, but you can kind of see the progression on Bomb Grillins as I started to do more stuff outside. But anyways, this channel here has grown really fast thanks to all of you, and I can't thank you guys enough for being here and supporting me. It's really awesome. So there's a really long story of how I got into filming. Going back up, find out where I left off. Uh, Hold on. Trying to also edit the chat. Okay, so I just did that. In the summertime, how do you handle bugs or spiders or any insects that come your way? Um, I usually have like an all natural bug spray that I use, but I also just found this Thermacell stuff. Anybody use Thermacell? It actually works really well for mosquitoes. So I just turn that thing on, set it down in my general location, and it works. I am I am a little cold in here. I wasn't at first. When I was running around, I had this on, setting up the tent, because it was raining, and I got pretty sweaty, so I took it off. But now I'm getting kind of cold. Wendy asks, "Have you found any animals on the trail cam?" No, not yet, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I might branch out away from the tent and see if I can find some out, kind of away from my area. I don't know. I think it would be fun to see it something creep along the tent, but once again, I don't know that I really want that. Okay, so Mark is talking about the stove again, right? Yep, glowing red. I don't know. There's just something about it that bugs me, but I know it's okay. Any interest in building a Quincy this winter? I'm gonna have to look into that. I have a lot of ideas, you guys, for the winter. Um, I'm going to be doing some backpacking, snowshoeing. I'm even going to do some cross country skiing, which I've never done before. I always snowboarded. I've never been on skis, so that might be fun. Maybe that'll be fun for you guys. But I'm trying to gear up right now for winter. And any ideas you guys have for winter camping, whether it's an igloo or a Quincy or however you say that, Quanzi, I'm not sure, or whatever it is. If you guys have ideas that you want to see, more than I, I'm more than happy to do it, because ideas are gold. And if you guys got ideas, I'll take them, because trying to think of all this stuff by myself is a little tough. Bezoza. If you guys see Bezoza in the chat, that's my brother. Say hi. Tell him he's a real nice guy. Thank you, Robert. I'm reading some comments here too that I'm not putting up, but so yes, it will be fun to watch me learn to ski. Okay, what program do I edit with? I edit with Adobe Premiere Pro. It's what I found easiest for me. And in the beginning of it all, I think I was using like Windows Movie Maker or something like that. I think I edited my first videos once I got onto the PC, mind you. At first I was editing on the iPhone, but then once I got to the computer, I was doing it on Windows Movie Maker, which I don't even know if that's around anymore. But now Adobe Premiere Pro, everything that I've learned on how to edit has been from watching others, even doing tutorials online to kind of figure out different shots and things. And the more that you play around with it, and the more you kind of find like something that was cool that you were edit, um, it just it keeps going. You can never figure out all of these tricks. I mean, it's so cool. I think that's why I like it. Is filming can be, you can tell a story in 100+ different ways. I mean, one guy could take a simple person I can't speak, a simple person walking through the woods, and you can see one guy like just walking through the woods, like, okay, that's cool. and then somebody can edit that video and it can be like, wow, that was really cool. Overnight on the ice fishing. Yes, I wouldn't mind trying that. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I do want to do some ice fishing. I think that would be a lot of fun. As long as the ice was thick enough, and maybe if I went out with somebody that knew what they were doing. Maybe you can show me, Dustin, if you know how to ice fish. Thanks, Dana. I think my neighbor's got some chicken or roosters out there. I don't know if that's what you're hearing. They're howling. Yes, filming it is a hobby. It definitely is a hobby. I mean, I enjoy going out and camping. And I don't know what I enjoy more, is getting home and editing it, or the experience of going camping. I don't know. It's a lot of work, you guys, to go out and film these. I know that you guys know that, but taking the camera and moving it around, everything you've got to do it's a lot of work. So I actually think I enjoy the editing process more. That might sound weird, but it's not that I don't enjoy camping. It's just when you have to film camping, it becomes tough. I don't know how else to explain it. So sometimes, oh, I lost it. Where'd all the comments go? Yes, lots of winter camping. It's coming. You should do a camping vid on the west side and camp before you go to a Kraken game. The west side would be Seattle area, since I'm in Washington State. And I do want to get over there. I'd like to go to the coast, maybe do some videos on the coast. But there's tons of mountains. I want to see Mount Rainier, Mount St. Helens, Mount Baker. I know I'm missing a couple. There's so many different mountains that I want to see in my own state that I have not. I mean, I'm sure I saw them as a kid, but I don't remember seeing much of it at all. So I definitely want to travel towards the coast. I don't know when that will be. Maybe if there's a jump off point, like I can travel halfway there, and maybe I'll do that. Little inside joke there. Bloopers. I've got a lot of bloopers. Some of them don't get captured though on film. And some of them you don't want to see. Like this last trip, I cut myself. And it was very, could have been bad. Could have been really bad. I cut myself right here. I took my knife out of the sheath, and how you're not supposed to do it like this. You're supposed to do it like this. And I went down right there, and that could have been really bad. I know you don't want to see those kind of bloopers, but there are stuff that happens. Like, also, I guess what drew this frustration was I was cooking and I was burning my food. Stuff like that happens, you guys. You're welcome. You're very welcome. That's a good idea. Lindsay says, it would be awesome to see what your kids would build for shelters and what they would cook, make for themselves. Oh man, I could see that being a whole YouTube channel in itself. I know that there's actually the Outdoor Boys. Anybody follow Outdoor Boys? That's great content. It's family friendly and it's hilarious, and they do a great job. But yeah, testing my own kids that would be fun. I might have to do that. So let's see here. Okay, somebody said, you need to create a PayPal account so we can support you. I do. I don't like to ask for donations, you guys. I know that we all need support in different ways, but um, there is a donate button on the channel. You can find it on the homepage, but I'm not gonna ever ask you guys for that. I just don't. Um, it's there if you feel like supporting me, and I appreciate it. Um, but you won't really hear that from me. So if you ever find it and you feel like it, I would greatly appreciate it. But I don't like to. I really don't like that. I think selling merch would be a good idea. Now, definitely selling merch. Thank you, Dana, for mentioning that. Um, if you guys would like to see hats, clothing, things like that, I'm more like, you know, you give me something, I want to give you something. So, um, merch, I think will definitely be, but I'm just so bad at managing things. I really am. I'm so bad at like trying to figure out, okay, how do I even go about that? This hat here, I don't know how many different places I went online looking for one single hat, just one. All I wanted to do was buy one hat, but they all were like bulk. You got to buy in bulk, and I can't just throw that money on hats if I don't know they're going to sell. So I finally found a company that would give me one. But if you guys are interested in that stuff, then maybe merch will come along. Uh, I know YouTube, once you hit 10,000 subscribers, they allow you to do like, I think it's Spreadshirt maybe, or Teespring. I'm not sure who it is, but you can start advertising those on your channel. So you'll see like um, people's merch below their channel or below their video. That's because they've reached 10,000 subscribers and they can open up a Teespring account, which I tried to do with Bomb Grillins. Um, I designed quite a few shirts. I just didn't really, I just didn't really like it that much. I don't know. Um, but I may do it. I may do it in the future. Okay, back to your comments. Scrolling up. Bruno. Bruno says, really nice and relaxing videos. Thank you. I try. It is my main job right now. I do voiceover still. Um, so, I mean, I guess you could call it my main job. It's my main focus. I'll tell you that much. I do voiceovers. Um, but I really am focusing on trying to get this YouTube channel. I don't know. I mean, I like where it's at. I'm really thankful for each and every one of you. It doesn't really matter to me the amount of subscribers I have. It's more about touching your guys' lives. You know what I mean? And enjoying the process. I mean, prior to this, I was working a job I didn't like, um, and it just was not fun. So I hope that you guys have a job that you like and enjoy. And for me right now, I'm enjoying this and liking this. So as long as it's just something that I can do, then I'll keep doing it. So it is my main focus right now is YouTube. But like I said, I just want, if you guys like it, then that's fine. It don't matter about subscribers. It don't matter about any of that. I'm trying to keep up on these comments. I'm sorry. Hello from Indonesia. Thank you for showing up. How's everything over there? Just out of curiosity, I don't, we don't hear anything about any other part of the world. I don't know about you. But I'm in the States, and we don't hear anything media-wise about any other country or anything like that. So that is something to kind of ponder. I mean, I hope everything's okay in your guys' area. All of you that are from around the world, I hope things are okay. I know in the times we live in, it's kind of, we'll keep our head up, right? I'll keep inspiring you guys through videos. It's not that I want to put my head in a hole, but sometimes that's easy, you know, like the blinders on, stay focused on something positive. But there is a lot of stuff going on in this world. Manny, what's up, Manny? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. As I was just saying, I hope everything is good down there in Georgia, right? Savannah, Georgia. Anthony, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys. It really does mean a lot when I get positive comments. Um, and a lot, you guys put out a lot of comments. And I try to respond to them. It's kind of rare that I get a negative one. I bring them on. It doesn't matter to me, but I just have to say that you guys leave some of the best comments, and it really, I share them with the wife and the kids and everything like that. So thank you guys. Okay, where are we at? I want a Bigfoot shirt. Hey, that would be kind of cool. I can design some stuff. I mean, if you guys have ideas on merch that you'd like to see, just throw your suggestions out there, um, and I'll start designing things. Hello from Germany. Thank you for showing up. Mark says best part is inspiring others to get out and camp themselves. Yes, I agree 100%. Because there's no point in sitting around on the couch letting time fly by when there's so many beautiful places to be, so many great memories to make out in the middle of nowhere. That's a good way to put it. Eric says, which country are you from? I'm in America. US of A. Rena says, I love that you bring Christ to your channel. That is missing for most. It. I mean, I just try to share my faith. I'm not trying to change anybody, and other than just being who I am and who the Lord's made me. So, um, if you're okay with that, then great. But I try to. He's a major part of my life. So I'll just leave it at that. You guys will see me praying. I know you guys have seen that. Whether you like that or not, and I don't know, but it's what I do. I'm not ashamed of it. Okay, there you go. And I think that's something that I think that is a problem. You know, even if it is just being a Christian or whoever you are, don't be ashamed of who you are. I think that's a major part of your beliefs. Don't be ashamed. You're good. I'm not. How do I take this? I look funny and okay. No, I like to. I like to be silly. It's easy to be silly around a camera. It's not as easy to be silly around like actual people. I know that I'm sitting here talking to, I think it's 35 of you. If there was 35 people standing in front of me right now, it'd be a totally different story. uh, but thank you for the comment, King Pie. how is my house renovation? It is slow, slow, slow. Um, a lot of you guys have seen that I've talked about it in one of my videos, and it's just a slow process. I mean, doing the videos every week or trying to do a video every week doesn't leave a whole lot of time for putting up drywall, you know, putting up studs in the house, you know, things like that. But it's coming along. It'll make its way. Thanks for your concern or your question. Okay, so where are we at? Searching for Bombfoot. Okay. Aren't you worried about bears, mountain lions, scorpions, rattlers, etc.? Yeah, yeah, I am. Uh, you know, there's been many a time I've been on a couple of trips where I've turned around and came back because I just didn't feel good about the location. Um, because I was in bear country and there was just something about it that just felt wrong. So I have yeah, like I said, returned. Um, but I think that knowing what you're supposed to do, how to handle a bear encounter or a lion, those are, if you know what to do and you study up on it, knowing and actually executing that is a totally different story. But um, if you at least have it in your head and maybe you think about it or maybe you even practice it, like, I don't know, just pretend there's a bear out there and react to it. I think it helps. It definitely helps, but no situation is going to be the same. So yeah, I'm always worried about animals or bears. I mean, this last trip I had something outside the tent scurrying around. It might have been one of those otters or a chipmunk or squirrel or something. But when it's dark and you can't see what it is and it's making noise outside your tent, I don't like that. But I have bear spray. I have a horn. I have a pew pew. I know some of you guys wonder what a pew pew is. Look it up online. um, but yeah, I protect myself while I'm out there, and I do worry about them. But once again, like I said, be prepared in your head what you're going to do. Don't run away because they'll chase you, right? Do I laugh like this all the time? Okay. I do you know how many times I laugh all the time like this, I guess. Maybe it's a nervous tick actually. Um I think it's more of a nervous tick. It's like a filler. Instead of saying or which I do too, I laugh. I laugh. I edited it out of the video too. There could be a whole reel. I could do that. Maybe I'll do that. I'll make a whole video about me just laughing after saying something. Just like that. Just like that. I can't help it, you guys. I know you notice it. What do other people do that you notice that they don't really know that they do or they can't help themselves? I don't know. You're like the modern day Grizzly Adams. I wouldn't go that far. I'm not as hard. Definitely not. We've been weakened by all this technology and comforts of sofas and all of that technology stuff is weakened us. Like I talked about in the other video just recently on the cabin, those people, those trappers, the fur trade, that's real stuff right there. That's scary. I mean, I guess if you grow up in it, and like I was just talking about, when you know how to handle a situation, you can do it, but totally different time. I mean, we live in a different world. Random FPV in the house. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You still flying drones? I know you were making videos with that, actually. I haven't checked you out, brother. I've been busy. Trying to catch up still, guys, on your comments. It's kind of weird just sitting here scrolling. Hence the game cam. Yes. Yes. Yep. Definitely. I like to know what's out in the woods. Or do I? Do I want to? Da, da, da. You never know what's going to show up out there on the trail cam. I do have to admit that I have tried to beat a couple times. It's just me being silly and having fun. So keep that in mind. Okay, good thing you're still flying. That's awesome. I don't know if any of you guys know anything about uh, drones. There's two different types. You got like the ones that just basically fly themselves. Like you turn it on and it hovers, and then you can just go left, right, forward, back. But what an FPV drone is, and what random FPV does is the drone itself is you do everything. You make it hover, you make it fly forward, backwards, flip it, all that stuff. It's actually really cool, and I've thought about integrating it into the channel, but that's another expensive piece of gear. But you can do things that you can't do with a regular drone with an FPV drone, which I think you guys would think was awesome. But we'll see. The regulations on drones and things like that are getting tight. And actually, I think within the next 2 years, time is ticking. We might not have drones anymore. At least I might not. I might not be flying anymore. Just due to regulations and the licensing that you have to get. So I hope you guys like the drone footage that I'm putting out now, but it might go away and I might have to start thinking of some old school ways, like putting up a zip line somewhere and flying my GoPro across. Oh. Oh boy, do you guys want to hear this story? My brother's telling on me right now. Okay, so I didn't like seafood as a kid. I mean, what kid usually does like seafood unless you had it really, really young? I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But it's not a crazy story, but we went over to the east side over there on the coast. Sorry, west side, sorry. On the coast, and we were having crab, and I refused to eat crab. I don't know how old I was, but my dad, it's not something super funny. My dad bribed me for it. He said, if you take a bite of crab, I'll give you a quarter. Now, I don't know. A quarter doesn't sound like a lot. And it definitely wasn't. So I took a bite of that crab, got red in the face. Don't know if I threw up or not. Might have like gagged. And I couldn't do anything with the quarter because they didn't have like any quarter machines or anything. Dumb story. Probably didn't want to hear that one. But now now we think about it. I'm trying fish. I didn't used to eat fish. I haven't had any crab, but I want to try crab. And you guys will probably see that. I'm going to probably do some crab recipes. I mean, it's something that I'm not opposed to trying now. But as a kid, I don't know. Uh, uh, oh, okay. Bunker Branding in Texas can help you with merch. That would be awesome. I don't know if anybody else out there follow Demolition Ranch or Off the Ranch. I do really enjoy his channel, but unfortunately, being that I'm only at almost 10,000 subscribers, they won't do merch for you. Um, Maybe they will. I haven't quite looked into it yet. But back to the merch subject. I think you have to have 100,000 subscribers for them to want to like deal your merch. But I could look into it. But I would definitely do that. I mean, I'm a supporter of his. So if he wants to work with me, then I would. But little small, little tiny fishy in a huge pond, you know. Are you wearing those Kenny boots or what? Not yet, but I did buy them, Mark. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know what I'm talking about. It was a Instagram story. I was at my local discount store, which I do a lot of, and it's not just the fact that it's cheap; it's that I'm going to destroy most of my gear. And I even mentioned this in the last video that I like to go look for like outdoor gear or clothes, whatever, at even a thrift store or a discount store because I'm just going to destroy it. So I don't buy typically the like expensive clothing line or anything like that. I keep it cheap because I know that I'm going to destroy it. But anyways, I was at my local discount store and I saw these boots. And this discount store, actually, to tell you the truth, it's like there was a defect, possibly a defect, or maybe it fell off the truck and like, the box got damaged or overstock. So these boots were just sitting there. And I was like, man, I need winter boots. I need some winter boots. So I looked at them and the style on the side said Kenny. It said Kenny. So the style was Kenny. So I had to buy them. So I got a pretty good little pair. I don't know. Hopefully they're a good pair for cheap. Oh, random left. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. This is the first time that you've seen somebody live on YouTube. Really? There's a lot of people that go live. Thanks for stopping in though and checking it out. Hopefully it's entertaining. There's that laugh again. Oh, I get it. Okay. Can you recommend a good shampoo? I don't know if this is a real comment. You don't use shampoo. I mean, right? I mean, it helps, your natural oils while you are in the shower. You don't use shampoo because it strips your natural oils from your hair. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, I use shampoo, but there are people that don't. And then, hey, it might actually work. Am I a big fan of Thai food? I haven't explored it very much, um, but I wouldn't mind. Is Thai really spicy? I can't remember. I feel like Thai is like spicy. I don't do spice very well, but I don't know. You show me a good dish and I'll eat it. So, all right, guys. I hope that I was able to answer most of your guys' questions. And thank you so much for hanging out. I think I'm going to slowly end this here unless some more comments come in. But we've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes, which I didn't expect that to happen. And yeah, I hope all of you guys are excited about this this next video that I've got, and we'll be able to continue to make more videos and have videos every week. That's the plan. So keep stopping in. Check I think it's either going to be a Saturday or a Sunday upload. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to keep it on a Saturday, but sometimes it'll be a Sunday. But just keep checking in every weekend. And always comment on and either like it or dislike it. All of that stuff helps the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so those spice kits, Anthony, that was sent to me by a subscriber. And actually, I need to talk to him again about ordering them, because it was kind of one of those things that he was kind of showing me so that I can maybe put it on an online store or something. And I just haven't done it. So hopefully, though, maybe I can connect with him. This is where I've told you guys that I'm not very good at managing these things. I'm not really a business person. So if I can figure out how to get them to you guys, and maybe build an online store or something, I don't know, for the merch and all that, then maybe they'll be available. But otherwise, I have the only one. There might be more. I think I have the only one that has my logo on it, but I'm not sure where else you could find it. I'm in Washington State. I've been to Texas once. Great place. I think it was Corpus Christi. All right, you guys, that's it. As the rain starts to come down again, and I got to pack this all up. Good thing I don't have to go very far. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me in my backyard in a tent, and just listening to my silly chatting and nonsense. But anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. All right. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay positive, do fun things, go camping. Bye, everybody.